T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to US ARC and all the US ARC members. If you don't know what US ARC is, do not be ashamed. Simply click on the third link in the description below. Go to usarc.org. See what it's all about. See how you could actually protect your own collection whenever legislation might hit your backyard. You just never know. Things are changing constantly in the reptile hobby, and it's good to know when things are creeping up in your area. So shout out to Phil Goss, shout out to Vanessa, shout out to Jeremy, shout out to all the US ARC supporters and teammates out there. Cannot wait to see how much we fight this year to keep our animal rights. And if you're not a US ARC member, talk to your fellow keepers and just let them know what US ARC's all about, and they're here to protect our animal rights. Shout out to US ARC and all the US ARC supporters.
All right, guys. Y'all, happy Sunday. You are now tapped into Trap Talk Reptile Network, the coolest reptile podcast on the planet. And it's Sunday, so we're doing the Girls Who Love Reptiles podcasts. And super excited about this one. But yeah, I'm Carly. I am your host this week. So Krista's taking a break, so it's me again. And yeah, today we're talking about spiders. We are, and I am kind of branching out because it is definitely not my favorite topic. It's a new thing for me. But you know what? There's always room to learn. I will not be getting spiders anytime soon, but I am super, super excited to actually talk to Kat, who's coming on today as our guest, and learn more about the process. I've got a biology background, but I don't know a lot about spiders when it comes to keeping and breeding them. So I'm super excited about that. I do want to check out and see who's here already today. I know Amanda's here. Her daughter is going to be super loving this episode, so that's going to be fun. And then we've got Adrian with West Coast Reptiles. We've got Lucid in here. We've got Jarrett, good old Buttons, up here in the Trap Talk today. We've got Fuking Chondros. That's nuts. That's nice. Big E. Hey guys. Bosa. Awesome. We got lots of fun people today in the chat. So lots of people want to learn about spiders. So, and that's the good thing about Trap Talk, the Reptile Network, because we're not just talking about snakes. We're not just talking about lizards. We're talking about everything all over the map with these guys. We've got podcasts going every single day of the week. So there's something for everybody. I mean, there is going to be something that you're interested in or you want to learn about, something that you can benefit from. So guys, please make sure that you take the time to like, share, drop a comment, make sure that you're subscribed so that you keep up with all of the fun videos and all of the fun topics that everybody talks about. But yeah, so, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and bring Kat on because I'm excited and ready to hear about everything that she's got to show. So, hi, how you doing?
Oh, hi, Carly. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course. And you have got a friend with you.
I do. It's not a tarantula, but
Tarantula.
Yeah, shout out to Pete over at Garden State Pythons who gave me this beautiful baby where I got from. This is a Batman leopard spot nose clown. Oh, show your face. His name is Cypher.
Oh, I love that. I don't have any ball pythons, and that's something that I'm not a huge ball python person either, but I will admit I have been in Biggie's chat, subscriber chat, and I love it because I learn a little bit about ball pythons all the time, and I can tell you that I like clowns.
Okay.
I can tell you that I like that. That's about as much as far as
Perfect.
I can go. But I don't know a lot more about ball pythons.
Oh, nice. So I'm surprised you don't have ball pythons.
I don't have any ball pythons. At one point in time, I had one old decrepit old man. But that was it. Other than that, I mean, all of my stuff is pretty much either arboreal or semi-arboreal. So, but yeah, I mean, it's maybe if they would, not sit under the hides all the time, I would enjoy that. But I know everyone loves them. But all right, girl. Well, why don't you go just start? Just tell where you're from, what you do. I want to know how you got into this. So give me from the beginning.
All right, the famous story where when I was 5 years old, I was in love, infatuated with the movie Aliens, Ridley Scott, 1979 Aliens, the first one. And when that face hugger scene came on, I was like, what is that? I became obsessed. I wanted to go outside and look for it. I did not find it, of course, but I found spiders, and I was like, this is not a face hugger, but it's as close as I can get.
Yeah, it's gonna close. I think that pushed me in the opposite direction. full throttle. I think that was like, nope, we're not doing that. So that when you were 5, you watched that when you were 5?
Yes.
Oh,
Without
weeks.
I know, of course, the person that was babysitting me got in trouble, but yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was watching Stranger Things the other day, and my 3-year-old was like hanging around, and I was like, I don't think that we should do this. So I can't imagine, but I think the world was just a little different.
It was.
Because I still like, there's so many movies that you think about now. Like, not just like, we're talking like movies that were specifically for kids. Have you ever seen the movie called The Black Cauldron?
No.
Oh, that scared the dickens out of me. And it was a cartoon. It was a cartoon meant for kids.
Wow.
And not only that, but like you sit and watch like The Land Before Time. It's
tragic.
a little dark. It's a little tragic. And like I don't know. So it was definitely a different
era.
Then I can't imagine kids watching some of that stuff now. I definitely can imagine like the Alien movies or like the Predator movies. I just cannot.
Yeah, I think maybe that's why from a young age I was so fearless, and then anything that people thought was scary, I found beauty in it. So, well,
I mean, I guess kind of all of us do that a little bit because there's so many people that are like deathly afraid of snakes, and I don't know. I look at these and I'm like, why are you afraid of that? Like, they will literally eat the puppy pad. So
that's true. They do.
So 5 years. Okay. So you were interested in things at 5. So that started it at 5. Did you start with spiders? You started with, or did you start with like reptile, like snakes?
No. Well, so with fish, my father, he was a fanatic, aquatic fanatic. So we had a bunch of fish tanks and a bunch of fishes. We did have eels. So I guess that kind of like sparked my interest in reptiles. But so after the fish, it was the spiders and all the other bugs. And then when I was 10, we had snakes. And then as an adult, now I have my jungle, my room.
So when did you get your, did you start out by like purchasing a pet spider?
No.
Or were you out here like catching the house spiders and stuff?
The house spiders. Yep.
I can't say anything. I started, my mom continues to tell the story in any opportunity she gets. She's like, oh yeah, there was one time you came up, you had Little Red Wagon and this big alligator snapping turtle. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't have been doing that when I was like 7. But I definitely was one. I was bringing the corn snakes and stuff. Bless corn snakes. I was bringing those in. So I get it, but I definitely wasn't doing the spiders.
Not for everyone.
It just is, I can appreciate the beauty of them. I really can, because they're so cool looking. but it's more like you know, I see you're in a corner.
Yeah.
You can stay in that corner.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're fine. I'm pretty sure that there's one that lives in like the corner of our living room because our living room's like 15 feet
wow.
high. And I'm
Wow.
like, you know what? It can just live there. It just lives there. It's fine. It's totally fine.
It's doing you a favor in the house of favor. So go ahead. Let it live rent free.
Do you I know you said you were super young and you were catching house spiders. Do you remember like what did you know what they all were? You just knew they were a spider.
I knew there were spiders, but I didn't know what kind they were until I got older and I started studying them more thoroughly. So yeah, it was always like your regular house spiders. Some of them were brown recluse, some of them were black widows. I didn't even know. Never had a fatality. Never, you know. I mean, not that they could.
I don't think that any of those are fatality.
No.
Anyway, I mean, like I said, I'm not super well versed in it, but I don't think that we have any spiders in the US that can kill you.
No. Unless you are a person who's prone to severe illness or anything like that, that can have a type of condition or pre-existing condition that could have a very bad result. But no,
there are spiders that can kill you. Yes, there are.
There is but not in America.
There is. You say like there's one. Is there one? Is it just one?
No. So the black widow, if you have like a severe illness, it could, but there's no result. There's no reports of it. So the possibility of that happening is 0 to none. So yeah.
I just I don't know. I can just see, like, it wouldn't have surprised me if you were going to tell me, oh yeah, there's little baby cat, and I was listing off all the species names, because you know, like, kids do that now with dinosaurs. Yes. I know dinosaur kids, and they're like 4 years old, and they're like listing all this stuff off, and I'm like,
yeah,
I've seen all the Jurassic Park movies, but do I know what you said? I have no idea.
Yep.
No clue. So, yeah, I mean, I can't say that I knew what the stuff that I was bringing home for the most part was either, but that's crazy. So you were catching house spiders, and then you went to the snakes.
Yeah.
And did you start with a ball python?
My first snake was actually from Kevin from Sugar Skull Serpents, corn snake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where everyone kind of leans towards is corn snakes or ball pythons.
Yeah. Well, that's now. When I was a kid, my first snake was a garter snake. Yeah.
From a yard or from
the yard? From the yard.
Listen, I'm so sorry. What year were you born in? I shouldn't ask that, but
it is. In the 90s.
I was a 90s baby. I'm not even embarrassed. That's what I was going to sit here and say. Listen, us 90s babies were just born differently.
Yes.
Kids don't do that now.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a 90s baby too, all the way.
Nice. We're the first generation of the 90s, not the last.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a whole different ball game too.
Right.
I don't think they started eating Tide Pods until the 2000s though.
Right.
But I can't even imagine, like, I think our generation was outside more, so we had more exposure to stuff like that. Yes. So the snakes, the turtles, the spiders, the bugs, and all the different things like that. I think that people there was so much more exposure, and that led to more interest. I'm kind of concerned about the like up and coming first generations, because I feel like their exposure that they are getting is stuff like, so like I have kids. Yeah. They're getting exposed to this, you know. I know a whole bunch of people who have kids, and their kids are they're getting exposed.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't hear of a lot of people. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't have older kids, but I don't hear of a whole lot of people that are like, oh yeah, my 7-year-old was out and caught a gopher snake or whatever and brought it home, and now we've got one of these. And like, I swear to you, everyone was doing that in the 90s.
Yes.
Maybe we have parents now that, you know, us as parents, we're just like, hey, don't do that. Let's respect the wildlife. If you want a snake or something, we'll get you one.
Right.
So maybe that's kind of where we're at now.
Yeah, I feel like we just were so free-spirited. We went outside, we fell, we scraped our knees, we put dirt on it, and we moved on. And that's how we got better to have them today.
Parents said, be home before the street lights turn on. You're good to go. Don't go too far. I promise you we went too far every single time. I was places, I hope my mom is not watching. I was places my mama did not know I was as a child. I was down in the ditch, down in the all sorts of stuff down there, and just getting into mess and seeing what critters we could find. That was like the best part about growing up.
Yes, it was.
So, but it was not spiders for me.
No spiders there.
No spiders for me.
That's where you drew the line.
That is where I drew the line. And it's not that I had a really bad experience. I did have one time. I had one time that I got bit by something. I have no idea what it was. I had gone to like a friend's pool or something, and I got bit like under the arm, and it created that like whole, like the reaction where it makes like it's just so gross. It makes like a sack and it makes like a ring. Yeah. It's awful. It had to be drained. Right. Fun fact, I was at band camp when that happened.
Wow.
So it was an awful time. But that's really my only like, you know, like my only reaction. Yeah. Did you ever get bit?
So it's funny that you bring that out. Okay, so I hear a lot of those stories, and I've done some research on that, and the culprit I could blame it on is the water bug. So there are two things at play that could have happened to you. So either bacteria, of course, that's the number one thing, but the water bug actually has it throws out bacteria. So when it bites it, you know, your flesh or whatever, that's when it causes that bacteria to grow. So that's what
Dang, it might not have even been a spider then.
We don't know.
We don't know. We'll know. I didn't feel it. I don't remember getting bit by anything whatsoever. That was the only thing that I could come up with.
Wow.
It's just like something in a chair or something.
Yeah.
But you didn't ever, when you were out, you know, catching little house spiders in your house, never got bit?
Never. No.
Oh, no. That makes me feel bad because I'm always like, who's going to bite me?
Yeah. No.
What was the, I say worst, I guess you already said that you were catching. How old were you when you caught your first black widow?
Oh my goodness. I would have to say 11 or 10. 10
that makes me feel better. I thought you were going to tell me like 6 or something.
No.
Like, oh my gosh.
No.
We have those awful out here. Like constant seeing them out in our backyard, like in and around our kids' like play stuff. So like we obviously have to spray and stuff. Yeah. Because my kids, we went through like a everything went in the mouth phase with my toddler, and I can just see him picking up a spider and putting it in his mouth. I can just see that happening. That would be awful. But all right, so you moved. We were catching spiders, and then we got, you said, a corn snake.
Yeah.
And you were how old when you got the corn snake?
I was 11.
11. And did it just grow from there, or did we just kind of a little bit?
Yeah.
And then when you got to be an adult with adult money,
yes,
just do whatever you want.
Blew up from there. Yep.
No.
We went to family vacation. We went to Florida, and my brother got I think it was a baby blood python. And we brought it back, but it was during winter, and the climate change, it just instantly died. And back then we didn't really know too much. We didn't have the right education. So, you know, it passed on. But from there, I just continued my education on animals, and my brother didn't, of course. But when I was an adult, I had it.
So what all do you have? I know you've got a little bit, like, obviously you've got the tarantulas. Is it just tarantulas, or is it?
I have tarantulas. I did have scorpions. I have a veiled chameleon, an amphipygid, which is a tailless whip scorpion.
So you do still have a scorpion?
No, it's not a scorpion and it's not a spider, but it's called a tailless whip scorpion, but it's not. It's its own thing. It's an alien basically, but it looks like
Wait, I'm gonna look it up right now because I have no idea. What did you say it was?
tailless whip scorpion. Scientific name is the amphipygid.
Oh my gosh, there it is. Wait.
Yeah, it looks freaky, but
No, what is this? Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta share the screen. 'Cause I didn't know what this was.
Wow. I have the Puerto Rican one, so those are actually
This
funny.
thing?
Yes. No venom, no nothing that could hurt you, harm you. It's completely harmless. Not even
That's harmless. This is harmless.
yes, it's completely harmless.
Something about this just looks like it was straight out of
Aliens, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that, girl. I don't know about that. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think of. There's one in the Harry Potter movies.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Oh wait, but it is. It's where they're like the I don't know my Harry Potter enough to be able to say this, but they're doing the like the curse thing. The googly eye dude is doing the whole curse thing. I don't know.
I've never seen that movie, so I don't.
You've never seen Harry Potter?
Nope.
That's interesting. I've seen my mom is like obsessed with them, so I've seen them like I swear 30 times over. There's spiders in it. There's lots of spiders in those movies.
Okay.
That probably also did not help. I think there's also spiders in the It movie. And that movie scarred me.
Really?
Yes. Yep. So that's what it did. Okay, sorry. Now that you've told me about your tailless whip scorpion, that's crazy. So, okay, keep going. What else do you have?
I have one hog island boa. How many ball pythons do I have? I don't even know. 3 king snakes, bearded dragon, and I have a special snake coming in from Kyle from MARC and Reptiles in the summer, and then another ball python from him next week.
And so, okay, so how many spiders do you have?
Well, I just sold a lot in my last show, so I'm down to 50 or 40.
That's
so I did.
Bad. But they have like, don't they have like a ton
Of what? Of babies?
Babies.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's just dive right into it. That's okay. So with the snakes, I don't have to worry. Like when the babies hatch out, I'm like, putting them in their little tubs by themselves.
Right.
And like, don't get me wrong. I have definitely had, I swear I've had dreams where like the snakes have like escaped or something like that.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine. I've only ever had one snake loose in the house, and it was not my fault. It was my husband's. And I cannot imagine having a whole bunch of spiders just out crawling across the floor. I just can't. Have you ever had any get loose?
No. One time only, like close call. I do have 2 tarantulas that disappeared. I don't know where they are. They're probably somewhere around the house, either somewhere or they're dead. Yeah.
You're still living with them in your house?
Yes.
I'd have moved houses. Okay. So I did, the only time I've ever seen tarantulas, like not at shows, like up close.
Right.
I lived in Honduras for like 6 months, and then I would I would go back like every winter kind of thing. And the very first like apartment that I lived in was a ground level apartment because nobody warned me. Not a single person warned me. And I lived with a girl who was from Germany, and she didn't, I don't speak German, and she didn't speak a whole lot of English. It was very broken.
Okay.
I didn't really understand. Like she kept shoving, she had been there longer than me, and she kept shoving like towels at the edge of the front door, and then like her bedroom door, and I could not understand. I was like, why are you shoving towels? Why are we doing that? And then I found out because the tarantulas will get inside the house.
Yeah.
They get inside the house, and so do the millipedes, centipedes.
Centipedes. Yes, centipedes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they climb the walls. They do. And I moved so fast to a second floor apartment. No, we are not doing that. I don't want to sit here and be afraid that I'm going to wake up with one of these on my knee. I don't want to do that.
Right.
So, but anyway, okay, going back. So, okay. You have 50 now. And those are your breeders and holdbacks?
A lot of them are holdbacks, yeah. And a lot of them, so 3 females are my breeders, and then the rest are holdbacks, and the rest are my pets.
Okay, so you have ones that are just pets, you have ones that are breeders, and then you have your holdbacks.
Yep.
I asked this like I'm going to know the answer to this, like what you say, but what kind of tarantula are you breeding?
The biggest one in the world, the Theraphosa stermi, Helena, where she's over here. I've bred her a lot of times, and she has not given me a sack. So
did you sent me some, which one was
that? The one that's in the hole, like in her burrow. It's not a clear picture, but yeah.
You can still see it. And they get how big?
So rumored 15 inches, but the majority in captivity 12.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, that's her.
And what is that? What's the common name? Give me the common name.
Goliath bird eater.
A bird eater. See, I've heard that before.
Yeah. Yeah. They can grow very, very, very large.
And do you get her out?
Yes. Yep.
And she don't bite?
No. Nope. Excuse me, my cat.
Oh, you're fine. I totally get cats.
Okay. And her husband is in the middle of pre-molt. He is my gentle. He's huge, and he is a puppy. I love him so much.
How big are their teeth? I mean, they get 15 inches. That's dinner plate. That's dinner plates.
Yes. Yeah. About 1 inch. Their fangs. Yeah.
See, I get wide-eyed at that, but then again, like I keep the emeralds and stuff like that, and their teeth, they're skinny, like little skinny things. And every time I've seen tarantula teeth, they're like thick.
Yeah. Thick at the base and skinny at the tip. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny enough, there's a comment there that says they're really called birds, or they really eat birds. Yeah, that's true. In the wild, anything that crosses their paths, yes, they will eat. I feed mine once a month, either Pinky or Fuzzy.
You don't feed them a bird?
No. No.
Why do they call them bird eaters if they don't eat birds?
I know. So there's this picture back in I think it was 30s, in the 1930s. This woman took a picture of one of the Goliaths, and it was eating a bird. But the truth is, the tarantula that should be called a bird eater are the arboreal tarantulas, because they can actually catch birds, and they actually do eat those. So the reason why they called it a Goliath bird eater, I guess, because it's stuck.
So they're just opportunistic eaters. Yes. The snakes are the same way.
Yeah.
So, but there is a tarantula out there living in trees, jumping on people's heads.
No. Yeah, there are arboreal tarantulas. There are
scared to walk under trees.
Yeah.
I've heard about snakes falling on your head.
Oh.
But never tarantulas.
Yeah. They do not want anything to do with you.
Okay, so then what are the babies that you said you just got done selling? What were those?
They were some of my holdbacks. They were just regular different species tarantulas. There were a couple, Phonopoemus samani, the zebra knee, curly hairs, a bunch of like your basic beginner tarantulas, and then some old worlds.
What is this one?
Yeah. And that is Beetlejuice. Oh, I love her. So
That's
she
a
is
good name for that.
Yeah. She's a Acanthoscurria geniculata, a Brazilian white knee. You're more advanced when you're done with, your beginner species. You can move on to this species here.
What makes them more advanced?
So they're very food aggressive, and anything that moves, they will pounce on it because they're very strung out on food. They're like addicted to food. Anything that moves, they think it's food. And they're very not high maintenance. There's just their care is a little different. You can keep them just like the others, but their care is more humid, dry dependent. So you have to balance both at the same time. And their hairs, their eradicating hairs are level 5. So
whoa, what does that mean? Wait, what does that mean?
Yeah. So tarantulas have different levels of irritation of their hairs, and they're called eradicating hairs. So levels from 1 to 5. So 1 being the least, no problem. 4, 5, and 6, completely like they just have different shapes of their hairs if you look at it microscopically. So 4 and 5 are hairs that are like harpoons that stick into your skin. They're like hooks.
Like, how do you get them out?
Soap and water. Soap and water.
Could you use tape?
If you want to irritate yourself even more, then you can use tape, but don't do it, because what those hairs does to your skin is it causes inflammation. So if you use tape, you're just going to irritate the skin even more. Yes. So, yeah, harpoon-like hairs. Yep. The eradicating hairs. Yep.
Oh my goodness. I've heard that they will make it like itchy.
Yes. Itchy.
But that looks more than itchy. That looks ouchy.
Yeah. So the Brachypelma genus, people say that the Theraphosa is the worst hairs, but I personally think that the Brachypelma, so that's like your red knee, the flame knee, that type of species, their hairs are the worst.
And now, do they do that? Is it a defense mechanism? Yeah. So like if you're like you can hold porcupines without getting porcupined, but like if you piss them off and scare them, they're gonna do that same thing. Like just a defense mechanism for everything. So it's one of those things that like if you just
hold it,
piss it off, like you're a friend to it. If you're not having to worry about the hairs, or you do,
right? No, you don't have to worry. Sometimes they can have hair that's falling off of them, and it could get on you, but it's not really a big deal. But yes, they do use that as a self-defense mechanism, and they do use those hairs to make a web mat when they're going to molt, so shed their skin.
So they shed their hair before they shed their skin?
Yep, they kick it off so they could put it on a web mat, and they use that as a protection barrier for like predators or whatever. Even in captivity, they still do that.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I had heard that like the hairs would make you itchy, but I didn't think about them having like shooting out.
Yeah, they kick hair. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I've had a Brachypelma from Gartney before, and a Bomi, which is the flame knee. I don't do common names, but anyways, it would kick hair even just by walking it by its enclosure. I'm like, what? I didn't do anything to you.
You can see it. You can see it when they do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Bug life.
I would be so nervous that they were gonna like. Oh God, I'm gonna run over the dog. I would be so nervous that it was like constantly going to happen.
No, they don't. So there are some species that don't do it like crazy. It's just some of them, they do it just because, but some of them, no.
How do you know if you're gonna piss off a spider?
So there's a lot. It takes a lot for you to irritate them. They really don't want to bite you. They don't want to kick off those hairs. But if for some reason they feel like they're threatened, they will do it. But
So they do the hairs first and then they'll bite you.
yes, first they run away from you, and then the hairs, and then yeah.
Mine just go straight to bite you.
Yeah.
My toddler, he loves to go see the little, the baby neonates that we have in my closet in the baby rack.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you how many times, like, I'll have to be like, they'll bite you. And he finally goes, oh, bite you. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it could bite you, but I can't even imagine what he would think with a spider.
Yeah. They do not want to bite, and for a lot of reasons, but for the main reason is they have these venom glands that they need to store for their prey so they can digest, and they have those special enzymes. So if they were to bite you, it's because they're really mad, they're really pissed off. But they do not want to bite because they need to save their venom, and they can't just control that. So if they bite, it could release the venom. Sometimes there's dry bites, but no, yeah, they do not want to bite.
Now, their fangs, do those grow back if they get damaged?
Yes.
Do they come out in a molt?
Yes, everything comes out.
Thing?
Yep.
Oh.
Every individual hair comes out perfectly. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the most creative thing ever.
Well, yeah, because the snakes, it's very clear that it's just a skin. Doesn't look like a whole dead animal. Versus, like, I've seen videos and pictures and stuff when people will post, like, their spider molts. And I'm like, oh my God, it looks like a whole dead
Yeah.
dead thing.
Mm-hmm. I have a full bin full of those molts.
See, now this I have heard. As a biologist, this I have heard. And this is something that I know just in general, because it is a very expensive, it costs a lot of energy to make. So that doesn't surprise me. Like I said, most of my stuff is just, it's definitely not, most of my experience is in snakes firsthand, but then I studied fish.
Right.
Can't keep a fish tank, cannot keep a fish alive. But I have heard that a lot. So that makes a lot of sense why they wouldn't want to do that. So you've never had a bite from any of your tarantulas?
No, I've had hang-ons, but no, never a bite. No.
What is a hang-on?
A hang-on is where it's kind of like a dry bite, but it's not a bite. So if they don't have enough limbs, because they can lose limbs, they can use their fangs to hang on. They use it as like a secondary
arms.
Yeah, basically.
They just hang on, like they just. Does it hurt?
No, it's like a fingernail. If you put your fingernail to your skin, it kind of feels like that.
Okay,
no.
I just did it to my arm as you're saying it. I'm like,
nope.
And now are younger? What do you call young?
Spiderlings.
Huh?
Spiderlings or slings.
Slings. That was what I was thinking of. I was like, I know that there's a word because I've definitely seen people say it before, but I've never processed it. Are they more defensive because they're younger?
No,
the green tree babies are 100%.
Right. Yeah. No. So the slings, they just want to get away from you. They will hide, run and hide, basically.
Run and hide. Run and hide is the motto. That is definitely not. It's not for these.
Right.
What I saw a video not that long ago. There was somebody who had it really looked like too small of a tank. And they had a whole, I thought they were fake. I really thought they were fake. There was just a whole bunch of tarantulas just completely still. I was dead set convinced that they were fake, but I didn't know that. I thought spiders ate each other.
Yes, they can. Some are cannibalistic. Yes,
but this guy has like a whole bunch. They're in a one tank.
Yeah,
I swear it was like a 20-gallon tank. There had to have been at least 15.
Yeah.
tarantulas in there.
I think I know who you're talking about. That's actually one of my good friends, Aram, from Urban Tarantulas. He has this giant tank or enclosure.
It was like really well decorated.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it was the video was, I mean, they were just, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here staring and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, they're fake. They're not
Yeah.
real. How did they get the spider webs in there? And then they moved and I was like,
Yeah.
they're not fake.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
A lot of them are very social. A lot of them are very, they live together. But these are only some species.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the ones, so like when you, okay, now I need to know about the pairing process because
Okay.
I know for a fact that I have had, they're playing nice right now, but I have a pair together that is, I had it not been for the lights were already off because I switched my lights to go off at 5. And so they went off and then I was like, dang, I need to separate those because when I've been in here before, they've gone after each other.
Oh.
So I was like, I need to do that because like, what am I going to do if they go after each other during the live? I guess I'm going to get up and go help. But it's all like, so like most people, I say this way that I do it. I know there's 100 ways to skin a cat. So I put the males in the daytime. I got my little spray bottle. I'm so ready. I'm like, try it. So I'm like prepared to just whop them in the face with the spray bottle. Cause I don't want them going after each other, but in like spiders, the female spiders eat the males. Do they not? If you're not careful?
Yes. 90% of the time. Yes. You have to, it's very poetic, but at the same time, brutal, very primal. So, okay, before you want to pair, and there's 2 types of people there are 2 types of breeders. One type is let nature take its course, and the other one is no, I need that male. I need to do what I can to save that male. So what you do is before to have any prevention of the female eating the male, you have to feed her very heavily before, so that way she's full, she's satisfied. Even then, sometimes they can still eat the male. So what you do is you prepare them as much as you can, and you take your tongs or something to block them from attacking each other.
Oh my gosh. And she will like attack him while they're doing the do?
Yes, it's a very high possibility because how tarantula mating and spider mating is, they're meant to eat the male. So the female is face up and the male is at the bottom. So their fangs are automatically
poised and ready and boom kind of thing.
Yeah, one wrong move and it's gone. It's lights out. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very savage.
So are you one of those like, hey, may the odds be ever in your favor kind of thing? Or are you one of those like, don't do this?
No, I have a video on my Instagram of Helena, my Goliath breeder. I did everything I could, and yes, I saved him. He is actually now in Mexico, the male that I was pairing her with. He is actually in Mexico. He's doing great. A lot of people, he's been from breeder to breeder. His name is Henry, and he's doing great. So he is a champ.
You said the Goliath? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wait, I got on your Instagram and I just found a video.
Razu, my cat in the background. Yeah. That's actually Homer, one of my other Goliaths. Yeah. And my friend Genesis. Yeah.
She said, I'm gonna use my sleeve. She said, I can't. I'm gonna use the sleeve. Where is do you happen to remember?
Yes, it's way, way, way down.
Way down.
Not so far, but yeah, it's getting close. Yeah. Keep going.
That's my snake.
Okay, it should be very near. So, because it was at the time at the expo. So, yes, keep going. All right. Okay, keep going. Yeah, because I remember that part. That's where I got Henry. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Wow, I have a lot of stuff.
You have a lot of videos, yeah.
Oh, right there. Okay.
This one?
Yes.
This is the video?
Yes.
What's a sperm web?
So male tarantulas, they make a sperm web to deposit their sperm, and then they basically soak it up into their sex organs called emboli, and they store up their basically sperm. And there they go. So the female is the top, and yeah.
So in this right here, she's on top of him?
Yeah, that was him on her, yeah, on top, yep. And this one, that's, I can't see on my screen very well. Yeah, that's Homer. Oh no, that's Henry. I think that's Henry. Or is that Homer? I can't see.
I can't even make out where one spider ends and the other one starts. Wait, is he like, so wait, he's on the bottom?
Yeah.
He's like wrapped around her?
Yeah, he's at the bottom, at the base of her fangs. But in this video, it was just that short video. I mean, that short clip.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I can't even, like, I don't understand how you keep, like, I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, at least with the snakes, I can see where one snake starts and one snake ends.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I can at least be like, hey, my go-to is usually just to put them in the water bowl, and they usually, I've only had it like once or twice where they go after each other, and then they're like rolling around.
Oh, wow.
It's awful, and I can't imagine, because like what happens, is it done deal? If she like sinks her fangs in, it's done deal. Is it bye?
Yeah, it's goodbye. Yeah. But it's actually very nutritious and beneficial. So his body essentially becomes nutrients for the future babies.
I guess it doesn't take, because I guess I don't know how the life cycle works with these guys. Like, how long does it take from little bitty slings to like reproducing age?
Right. Okay. So the cycle is mommy and daddy, boom. And then it depends on the environment for the female. If the environment is correct, she will dig deep, make a web tunnel. She'll make the whole webbing like a web mat, another web mat. Then she'll deposit the eggs. It's like a liquid. It's like a liquid base, and it's like it looks like boba tea.
Boba.
Yeah, and then she'll like wrap it up, and then she'll make it to like like clay.
Little egg sacs, like I have seen those.
Yeah, and then she'll keep it there, depending on the species, between 20 to 30 days, and then if you're breeding, you want to take the egg sac away from the mom, because sometimes, depending on conditions, it's not met right. She will eat the egg sac. So what we do is we take the egg sac from the mother, and we basically put it in a container, we shut it just how it is in the egg sac. We keep it in there for 20 days, 29 days, and then depending on species. Then we open it, we open the egg sac, and if there's eggs with legs, we have spiderlings.
Eggs with legs.
Yeah.
And now how long do those take to grow into reproducible adults?
Oh my goodness, years.
Years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it still takes, like, I'm sitting here in my head and I'm like, okay, I get it. It's a spider. They probably don't take that long to get to reproducible age. So like if you lose a male that's breeding, no big deal, but it takes years for them to
depending on species. Yeah. That's why there's so many, because we need to keep them going and going like a factory.
Why? They live for decades?
The longest species is an Aphonopelma, which live up to 30 to 50, depending on conditions. Yeah. Yeah. There's actually a woman from Europe who had a Theraphosa, one of the Goliaths, and she was around, I think, 35 years. She had.
Why did I not know that?
Yeah.
I guess it's not spiders, it's specifically tarantulas. Why did I not know that they lived that long?
Yeah, depending.
And you're okay with just like, may the odds be in your favor? For
Yeah.
a male? No.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They can live for decades. Yeah.
I literally, it is my biggest fear because I have seen it happen where obviously they don't eat them. We stop, people stop them, but I have seen where females will go after males and they just happen to do it like just happen to like get like the right spot where they like puncture a lung or something like that. And then that's it. It's donezo. So, and it's like, even that, I mean, like the like the chondros, for instance, they're like, I've seen males breed it. Like, I haven't had any breed it too, but I have seen them breed it too.
Oh, wow.
So I cannot imagine. I would be so upset to lose something that you then have to regrow. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
oh my gosh. And is it so, what's the word? So like the snakes, you know, they lock up several times.
Yeah.
With the spiders, is it one and done? No,
they can continue producing. They can continue for as long as, you know.
No, like is it one and done? Like, you know, like one event and you're gonna get eggs kind of thing.
Oh, it can be if there's insertion. Yeah, they can continue after. But yeah, once there's insertion, there is a possibility that yes, there are eggs in there now. But yeah, sometimes you just have to continue and hope for the best.
Okay, so I'm going to reround, but okay, wait. So what happens if the male bites the dust on the first go around and he doesn't get the job done?
If he doesn't get the job done, he has to make another sperm web. And
what if he does it? What if he just bites the dust, girl? What if she's like,
oh, well, lights out.
Okay. Okay, wait. So now I have to round back because you said, okay, this is going to come off really dumb, but you said insertion. They have.
Yes. So
they have like spider wings.
Okay, so the male, they on their two front pedipalps, their two legs, they're called emboli. That's basically their sex organs. So those two front legs are basically their penises. Yes. And then the female has like an envelope slot where that goes in. You know, octopus do that. So I don't know why like that's that surprising, golly. I don't know why that's that surprising to me, but it kind of is. But you said insertion, and for some reason, of course, I was like, yeah. I don't think about it. Like I said, it's a whole new. That's a whole new thing for me. I can't imagine that. Whole new world.
I know. I guess you never really go around just thinking about things that you don't breed. Like I never, I'm a biologist, mind you, but that doesn't mean that I know everything. Yeah. And I have a friend who, you know, breeds like some big fancy bird. Okay. And I was like, I'm like sitting here like, you know what? I never, I guess, put that much thought into how birds do it. Right. And apparently they just touch butts. I didn't know that. Unless it's really weird. Or an ostrich. They just touch butts. So that's a whole different ballgame. But I didn't think about it. Yeah. But I guess that makes sense, especially like the octopus. That makes a lot of sense. It is a lovely conversation. I didn't know. Thank you, Ash. I just didn't know about it. And you said that. And I was like, wait a minute. But okay. So, and you said it takes, so then you get, how long after the deed do you get egg sac? If all the conditions are met correctly, you just never know. It depends all on her. She could decide to even lay the sac and not do anything with it and just forget about it. She can destroy it. So just because you have a sac does not mean that there's eggs in it. Right. Okay. It could not be viable. Right. Okay. That makes sense. And how many are there? Depending on species. So I'm going to give you like a kind of like an example for the Goliath bird eater. Supposedly the consensus is 1,000 babies.
you would never get 1,000 babies. You will always get between 500 to 900, even less. So if there's eggs with legs, even so, some of those eggs with legs will not even make it to full term.
Girl,
So
500 is still a lot. 200 is a lot.
yeah. And that's just with that species.
And you keep them in like little cuppies, little
Yeah. So
rabbit.
so after they're done with the egg sac, they become first and second and third instar, and then that's when you can start to pull them apart one by one. But you can keep them together.
Do you use a paintbrush?
Yeah.
Do you use a paintbrush? I've seen that before, so I'm really proud of myself for knowing that. I've seen where people take a little paintbrush and they just kind of move them over.
Yep.
I have seen videos before, and it's like morbid curiosity, just kind of like watching.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me I would do it, but that's wild. So then you separate them out, and how? I guess you start with like what, fruit flies, like the flightless flies.
Yep. So when they're between a centimeter, one inch of an eighth, so they can cannibalize each other, and that's fine. But once they're able to eat, they can start off with fruit flies. Yes.
Okay. And so how long do you hold them back until you start letting them go to people?
About a fourth, 1/4 of an inch. So like very, very tiny. I don't like to do that personally. I wouldn't want to do that personally, but there are big known, brand companies that can sell them much smaller. I don't like to do that because it's just, it runs a high risk of them not surviving. So you would get a lot of DOAs, but sometimes they can make it. Some of them are pretty hardy, but I don't like to do that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Are they expensive?
Some of them, yes. The most expensive I've seen and heard is the T. Celedonia, which is the Brazilian jewel tarantula, and they can go for $900.
That's a lot for a spider, but I also again, I just was completely oblivious to most of the stuff in this conversation. So I've learned a lot. I'm learning a lot. And here I was, I'm sitting in my head and I'm like, yeah, spiders, they don't have a long lifespan. They probably don't go for much because they don't have a long lifespan. And I know that the females eat the males, and I guess it's a whoop-de-doo but here you are, you're like, oh, they do go for a lot. They live a long ass time. That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a big market. There's a big market for
Oh yeah. Yes, the biggest. I think tarantula breeding is one of the biggest in the animal world, in the animal trade. It's tarantulas and snakes. But tarantulas
they're on MORPHMARKET, are they not?
Yes.
I'm literally I don't think I've ever pulled up tarantulas and stuff. I'm just morbidly curious as to how many.
Yep, there are some slings that go from $10 to $50. Yes, Ryan is correct.
400. Y'all can't see my screen, sorry.
Yeah.
But this one, wow. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna show this. What is this?
That is a Sinanthus intermedia. Yeah, they're very popular. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't had that one yet, but yeah.
I never knew. I just never knew.
Yeah.
What's a lava spider?
A lava spider. Oh my goodness. They are very beautiful. It's they look like super red, you could almost see through them, but no. But they're just super beautiful. They're just
I'm looking it up. I'm doing it right now. We're sharing all the screen. We're looking up all the things today. This is how we learn, people. This is how we learn.
They're dwarf species.
It is tarantula, or it is not?
It is a tarantula, yes.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
They're little. Are they little?
Yeah, they can go about 3 inches. or less. Maybe
That's a big spider to me.
yes, very.
That's nuts.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had that one yet either.
What is one, like, if you were going to get one, what is like your like dream tarantula?
My dream tarantula is the Poecilotheria vittata. It is the ghost Indian ornamental. I could get it, but I can't buy it. So it cannot be, there's a law on it. There's a ban on it where it cannot be crossed over state lines unless you're loaning it to breed, or yeah, it's a weird thing, but yeah.
Wait, we got to look at it.
Mm.
What?
Yeah, very pretty. Oh yeah.
Okay, wait, so why can't you?
So there's a ban on this specific species only because it comes from India, but I don't know why there's still a ban, because it's not like we're not importing them anymore. What's here in America is what's here. So
But there are people breeding these in the US.
yes.
But they can't cross state lines.
Right. Like you can't buy it and it can't be cross state lines, but you can have it on a breeding.
That's wild.
Yeah,
you can gift it? Somebody said you can gift it.
Yes, you can. You can get
Is that the most expensive tarantula in the hobby?
No.
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 You are wrong, Jarrett. What is the most expensive tarantula in the hobby?
The T. Celedonia and the lava spider.
And the what? The lava.
The lava spider, yeah. Yeah, but the Poecilotheria, yeah, it is one of the most expensive.
That's very pretty. I am a big sucker for white like animals, snakes, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And of course I keep ones that don't come in white. Though I will say, I don't know. Do you know who Patrick Holmes is?
No.
No, girl. Patty Holmes is like the best, but he's got a one of his Beox. I absolutely love her, and she just had babies, or her eggs just hatched. But she's white and blue.
Okay.
And I love the white. That's the closest that I've really seen to them getting like super white.
Yeah. My other one favorite is that's super, super, nobody has them anymore. It's called the S. Hoffmanni. It's the only New World with a horn, the tarantula with a horn. There's other tarantulas with horns, which is the Ceratogyrus, which is my favorite. But this one, S. Hoffmanni. So the last person who had one was actually a tarantula cat, and hers passed away. And we've been trying to breed them, and nobody knows who has one. Nobody knows.
Girl, I got a wasp. I searched that and I got a wasp, but I promise you, I put S space hawk, like the bird.
No, Hoffmanni. Hoffmanni. Hoffmanni.
Okay, let's see. I start to say I got a winged bug.
No. Cypher, what are you doing?
The thing, that's what they're calling a horn. Okay, wait, y'all can't.
Yeah, just put New World with a horn.
That in the middle, that's what they're calling a horn.
Yeah, so it's a horn, but it's actually a protuberance.
A what?
A protuberance, like a visual bump, big bump.
What does it do?
We are still studying those. Yeah,
that's cool. I'm a biologist. I love a good thing that has not been studied.
I know. And the Ceratogyrus genus, they have also horns. But there's one that the male does not have a horn, and that is the Ceratogyrus marshalli. They do not have horns for the males. Yeah. I have a bunch of them up here. That's my favorite species. My favorite. Yeah.
Learning so much.
Yeah.
Now, of course, everything is going to be like spider themed and like tarantula themed, like every single thing that pops up on my like For You page and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have nightmares. Not really. I don't think I'd have nightmares, but they definitely are.
They are cool. A lot of people pass them and they're like ill or they're scared because of what you see on TV and in the media. They're heavily demonized. So
I know. I get that.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I don't watch shark movies. I mean, I do, but
right?
I'm watching them really to be bitter the whole time. Like, I sit there and watching the Meg, and I'm like, this doesn't happen. This is not how this happens. We don't do this. Like that. That's not true at all.
Exactly.
So, like, I'll sit and do that, and like sharks are heavily demonized.
Yes.
In the media, in movies, in shows and stuff like that. But I can tell you, like, I used to dive a lot before I, long story short, had a brain aneurysm, can't dive no more, a lot, whatever. And very rarely did we see sharks. And when we did it, it was a treat. We loved it. We loved to see the sharks. You know what we didn't love to see? Dolphins. No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dolphins are assholes.
Wow.
Mean. They are awful. Yes, awful. It was always a mess. And like, I say this because most people don't have it. But if you ever have a dolphin, they take their nose and they hit you with it, and it will bruise.
Wow.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So dolphins were never fun to see because they make a mess, and it never felt like if we were out doing research, they take things like just take off with them, and it's not even chase them. Like, it's gone. A dolphin gets it, it's gone. But sharks were always super fun to see, and they were definitely not anything like the media or any of that portrays. So I get it with the spiders. I'm a big scary movie fan. Big scary movie fan. So I definitely, like, everything there's mostly a scary movie that's got spiders in it at some point in time. Yeah. So I get it. And I think that if I like, maybe like now, so like after this conversation that we've had, maybe like today in this moment, if somebody came up to me and was like, I'm going to let you hold this tarantula, I would maybe like not piss my pants. And I would be like, okie dokie. But I would do it like holding the blanket. Like, I might be like,
yeah.
Put it on the blanket. Okay, I'll try. But like, probably once this conversation is like done and gone and out of our heads, I don't know. I don't know that someone could convince me again to do it.
Yeah. I've actually helped people get over their fears. I've had quite a few help. Yeah.
I might, maybe, I don't know. I don't know anybody, and I don't like to go to shows and be like, yo, can I hold that? You know, I don't like that, because I don't let people, when I take things to shows, they're like, can I hold? No, your sticky, grummy, kitted hands cannot hold. So no. So I won't be doing that, but I guess I don't know anybody that has spiders other than you. I don't know anybody. And Ryan in the comments, has to have a horde. Has to. I would believe it if he told me he has a horde. What is a group of spiders called?
A group of spiders or tarantulas?
Tarantulas. What is a group of tarantulas? You're like goose, like a goose is a geese, is a flock of geese.
No, what is it? Tarantulas. Tarantulas. That's it.
Just tarantula. It's not. There's got to be a name for it. There's a name for everything. There's a name for a group of corgis. I don't remember what it is. You know what? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Right?
GPT knows everything.
Yo, if I know this and I'm just like not remembering, I'm gonna kick myself.
Brood for that makes sense for babies, right? You don't know what a group, what like a flock of tarantulas is called.
Is it brood? Wow. A brood of tarantula. That makes sense.
I'm asking.
I don't-
A colony.
Is it? What?
Hmm. A colony, a cluster, or a clutter, or a brood. Or a brood. That's yeah. So apparently, the most common in scientific and husbandry context is a colony of tarantulas. I guess that makes sense, but I was kind of hoping that they would have something that was like, I don't know, like a catchy, like a nightmare of tarantulas or something like that. Like a group of something is called.
Yeah. But my new son has woken up. Hi, honey.
The bearded dragon.
Yes. He has what we call in my culture mamitis.
Jarrett said to, oh my gosh, Jarrett said to pull up a goody sapphire. So I guess
The Metallica, the Poecilotheria Metallica. I had one. I actually gave it to a good friend of mine, Kiko, Flora Esoteca. Yeah.
that's pretty.
Can you?
I am all for the pictures. I'm a visual person. We go to a restaurant and I'm like, within 5 minutes of sitting down, I'm like, wait, I got to look up pictures for the menu.
Mm,
So I'm a visual person. That is nuts.
yeah.
But they don't start out this color, correct?
They do, but not as that bright. So the females on this specific species get really blue for only their teenage life, but then they start to get grayer as they get older. So they do
like
lose
this?
those blues. Yeah. Yeah. They do lose the blues.
Oh my gosh. Those are super. Okay. There is a lot of like super prettiness to all of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Does it still scare the dickens out of me? Absolutely. Would I be willing to try to hold one? Yes, maybe, but like in the right mindset. You gotta catch me in like a brave day, because there were days we don't have brave days. We don't do that.
One day.
But I would be willing to try. I will say there was like a I don't even know what this thing was, but like a big beetle with the horn.
Oh, the Goliath beetle, yeah.
Somebody had one at Daytona. I want to say it was like 3 or 4 years ago. Somebody had one at Daytona, and like my best friend held it.
Yeah.
I did not. I wasn't doing it. It had whole teeth for feet. I wasn't doing it. So
cool. They're huge, yeah.
But I think that if somebody I knew, not at a show setting, was like, hey, here's this tarantula that has, what did you say? Like a level 1
hair, yeah.
Hair? Yeah, I maybe would do that. Yeah, I maybe would do that. But like I said, a brave day.
I think you could do it.
You took, how many did you said you took to a show?
The last one I took 30.
And you sold all of them?
Yes, except two.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't ever like, I'll be honest, when I'm looking at like the shows, anytime I go to one, I just breeze right past, which again, there's also usually scorpions, and those really bug me too. I just be honest, bugs don't do it for me.
No bugs for you.
No buggies, no thank you. Do scorpions live long?
I'm not sure. I think between 10 years.
Ryan says that beetles don't live long.
No.
And I have seen, keep popping up because I watched it once. And of course, like after I watch it once, the big beetles with the grubs, and people like carving out like the styrofoam and put in the grub in there. I watched one video and now it like comes up all the time.
Yeah.
8 to 30 years for a scorpion.
Wow.
And you said you had scorpions?
Yeah, I had two. I had an Asian forest and emperor.
Do they sting? They sting you?
No. Oh, wait. The emperor, she fell off, but like her stinger like scraped me, but it was nothing.
What's 8,000? 8,000 what? Ryan said 8,000. You have 8,000 scorpions?
No.
Wait, you have I don't know what that is. A scorpion or a spider named after you? That's cool.
What?
8,000 scorpions.
Scorpions. Oh, wow. They have 8,000. Oh my gosh.
How often do you have to feed spiders and scorpions?
So for okay, so that's basically all depends on you and their abdomen size. So, and if they're in pre-molt. So pre-molt means they're getting, it's like snakes when they go into shed, they go blue, right? So with tarantulas, if they're in pre-molt, they will not eat. Some species, they're greedy and they can still eat in pre-molt, but so you don't want to overfeed them. Like if you see their abdomen really full and big, you don't want to feed them. So
just get fat.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So I actually had a tarantula that did not eat for 3 years. She was in pre-molt for 3 years. It did not eat. So they can go years without eating. Yes. As long as they have fresh water.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess because you don't have to keep, I don't even know, like, they make itty bitty tanks because I see them at the shows all the time.
Mhm.
Like, how do you have those? Like, how do you have a bunch of those?
So you can keep them in critter keepers. You can keep them in big tanks. You can keep them. So I don't know how well you can see that.
Tupperware.
Yeah, Tupperware. Yep. As long as you have cross ventilation, you're good.
And this is a touchy topic.
Mhm.
But racks, do they make spider racks?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't figure.
No.
I didn't figure, but I guess I don't know. I guess at the same time, they kind of like a shelf could be a rack if you're using Tupperware, deli cups and small containers, stuff like that. But you have to get all of those down. That's the thing, is like you have to get like me. So that was another big thing, is I don't like anything that I have to like. I say that, and then I've got these enclosures that are these big Cambros, and the top ones are tall, and I have to get them down to do anything with. But like if I can't like open here, open here, open here, like if I can't do that, like I can't imagine doing like individually opening lids for 8,000 of something.
Yeah. So some of if you use critter keepers, you don't have to take the whole lid off. You can just take a window. Yeah, they have like a little window thingy. You can do that. Yeah.
But not with the deli cups.
The deli cups. For the little deli cups, if you don't want to open it, you can take a needle and you squirt water in there, or you can like cut out a little hole and like put tape on top, and that's it. Yeah, you have to MacGyver a lot of things. For those who are watching who are very young, MacGyver is, I'm not even going to get into that.
No. If Jared's still watching, he won't know who that is. Jared's a baby. Oh, he is still here. He's still here. That is nuts. I cannot believe, Ryan, that is so cool that he discovered something. Okay, wait. I'm going to try to pull this up. I'm just going to type in the last and see if I can find it. That is awesome.
What?
He discovered a spider.
Oh. He discovered?
Yes, he named it.
Wow.
Okay, wait. That pulled up like a whole bunch of stuff. Is it a spider or is it a tarantula? Pseudo something. I'm trying to type it in like a whole bunch of stuff.
Pseudo something?
Pseudo Euro. Oh, my Latin's awful.
Oh, okay.
trying to find a picture.
Okay, I see that comment now. Moyeri.
Okay, I think I got it.
So it's a new world?
Wait, wait, that I'm getting a scorpion. It's a scorpion. It's a scorpion.
Oh, it's a scorpion. Okay. Oh, I just seen it. I just seen the comment now. Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Oh, that's freaking cool. I'm gonna pull it up. I mean, it just looks like a regular. I say that it just looks like a regular scorpion.
I love the mountain.
That's all. That's really freaking cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh my goodness. In Arizona.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. That's cool. I think it's cool because I'm a biologist. But that's nuts. Well, congrats. That's a freaking cool thing.
Right?
I always wanted to because like it's still like 70% of like the ocean that is still undiscovered and stuff like that. So there's so many cool things that you can find. And like, I know people who have found stuff.
Yeah.
There's all these rules for like what you can and can't name them. And you can't like do anything crazy.
I know.
Because they'll just shoot you down.
I know.
But that is awesome.
Yeah. I wish I could create the face hugger. But of course.
What? No.
But not let it have kill you.
Do not do that. That's the last thing that we need.
Oh my god.
The whole alien versus predator thing. That is not. I'm sorry. I don't need any natural disaster like that. I don't want no zombies. I don't want no aliens. Like, you just go ahead. I'm gonna just lay down, write me off. Go. I'm not have the survival instincts of a flea. Okay,
Right.
We're not doing that. I did while homeless. What?
Wow.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Congrats.
I learned a whole lot today.
Yes, you did.
I did. We'll see. I will not be getting any tarantulas. I will definitely not be getting any scorpions. I think honestly, I think if I had to scale it, I would say like spiders are like here-ish, and then like scorpions are here-ish. The centipedes are here. Or the centipedes or the millipedes, the ones with the like.
Mm-hmm.
I should know that. I'm not an entomologist.
You know what's funny? So jumping spiders have the same brain capacity as a dog, and centipedes as well. They can recognize you. You can train them. Yes.
No.
Yes.
You can train centipedes?
Yes. It's crary. Mm-hmm.
So people out here having like attack centipedes probably. Attack dogs. Get them.
Yeah.
No. Nope, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I do think that spiders are fairly smart. And the spider that was in my car one day that I was like, you stay there or we're both dying on this highway. That spider never moved. I'm convinced it knew what I was saying.
Wow.
Because we would have both died on that highway. That was like my worst fear. I'm like driving like this and I'm like, don't jump on me. Please don't jump on me. I couldn't do it. Most valuable liquid on earth is the venom of death's stalker scorpion.
Oh, wow.
Worth 30 million. Yeah, how do you get a gallon of that?
Yeah, that's crazy. So in Australia, actually on my show, Web Wonders, I interviewed Emma Teeny from Australia Zoo. She actually works with the Sydney Fund of Webs collecting their venom to make anti-venom. Well, they bring it to a lab and they create the anti-venom. But what they do is they have a whole lab with these males. And go ahead, check out that channel and that episode. Emma Teeny and her team in Australia, they are saving lives, creating this anti-venom. Crazy.
Australia just scares me in general. It's like everything there is just like out to kill you. I know they probably get tired of hearing that, but like everything that I hear about, like all like the scary stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's wild. And like Ryan's sitting here talking about big pharma and like all of these things, like venoms and stuff that get used. That's true. That's true. Everyone's scared of the big bad scaries, but here we are, there's some snake venom that's being used for like breast cancer treatments and stuff like that. So it's wild the way that stuff works like that. And I guess I don't think of spiders doing that and stuff like that, but
yeah. Tarantula Mark, hi. I didn't realize you were here.
Oh, he'd been in here for a minute.
Tell my bro I said, what up?
Jarrett, do not send me no spider. He said, I got a package. Do not send me no spider. We don't do that. I would not hurt it, but don't nobody send me no spider. Because I'm not gonna know what to do.
Right.
There's a I don't know. There's a my local like place they've got a whole wall full of like tarantulas and all sorts of stuff. So I've looked at them. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm one of those people I can't even go in that like general area. I'm not that. Like I'm a little extra with stuff, but not that. So I've looked at them. I will look at them more when I go to Daytona and see if I can't see pretty things. I'm a fan of pretty things, so I don't want that in my house. So.
Yeah,
because then I would have, and I still like I said, I still have the like snakes escaped in my bed, jump out of bed, and like panicking dreams and stuff like that. I cannot imagine that with spiders.
Yeah, there's this video I saw on Instagram where this guy I think it's probably AI, but he lifts the blanket off the bed, and there's like hundreds of tarantulas running around, and I commented, I'm like, I wish that was me in bed with all these tarantulas just crawling all over me. I would be sleeping so peacefully.
Oh my gosh. You know what? It could have been AI, but I will tell you that there is, so like I said, when I was in Honduras, I have definitely heard of people like uncovering their covers, and then it didn't happen to me.
Yeah,
but I didn't stay very long in that bottom apartment to do that. I wasn't doing that, but I don't know. There is beauty in life with everything, and they are important. Except for I do understand the point of mosquitoes.
I don't.
They're a part of the food chain. They're a major important part of the food chain. But why? They gotta be so awful.
Why? Yeah.
I get it. But everything has a place.
Yeah.
Everything has a purpose.
True.
It is one of those, there's a lot of examples of that in, in like marine biology, where you'll see this big trickle down effect where something's gone and then all of a sudden something else overruns, and it just, life just kind of goes mad crazy without that balance being there. And it's the same way spiders and bugs, they all have a balance, they all have a purpose.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have, mine is not a phobia. It's not a phobia by any means. I got a phobia of one thing, and it is caves.
Really?
Oh yeah. Hardcore. You're not catching me. Wow. I'm not going to no cave, and I have a really hard time with tunnels.
I can see that.
I have but I'm also claustrophobic. I think that all comes.
There you go.
Comes from that. But I don't do, even when I was diving, we don't do cave diving. If I can't see over my head, I am not watching that movie. I hate that movie. I've seen Nope. I don't fuck around with no
cave. Okay.
The Descent. Nope. I know that. I know exactly what movie you're talking about, and we're not doing it. I think I watched like 10 minutes of it and had like heart palpitations. Not doing it. I know. And then I went to it's always fun when you're driving and you're like, oh, it's like big tunnel ahead, and I'm like,
what do you do?
You just keep driving and hope it's a short tunnel.
Wow. Do you sing in the car when if you're going through like a tunnel? Like what do you do in that situation?
Cried last time.
No.
What about facing your fears? Listen, I will face my fears, not my phobias. I know my limits. And I am a crier, okay? I am a crier for everything. And I promise you, I get scared enough. I am a crier.
Oh.
I am absolutely. So, you know, maybe I'll hold a tarantula and cry at the same time. Probably not. I'll probably just.
I think he can do
You
it.
can probably see my shoulders just kind of like
Tense.
higher and higher. But I by no means would I drop it or throw it as long as it didn't jump on me. Face hugger. Now I'm gonna have that in my freaking head. If I go try to hold a tarantula, it's gonna like, you know.
Oh
do that.
no!
Don't make nothing like that. Don't bioengineer anything like that. Oh, scientists stay try to fuck around with that stuff, and it's okay. All right. This has been fun. I have learned a lot, and I have Googled a lot of things that are now just going to constantly just come up on my page. It is going to be fun. But we'll have to, are you going to any of like do you ever go to like the like Daytona or like Dallas or Tenley? I'm going to Tenley in March.
Wow. I'm actually going to Gettysburg in March. I'm going to be vending with Sammy bull pythons in Gettysburg, March 28th.
I'm gonna be really honest. I don't know where that's at.
Gettysburg is Pennsylvania. Yeah.
I was gonna say Alabama. I would have been really wrong. So, well, yeah. I mean, well, girl, if you're ever in and around in some of the shows, you'll have to like show me some of the, learn me some more, and show me some of the tarantulas at like the booths and stuff like that. So we'll see if I one day conquer that hill. But I probably will. We'll see. But
yeah.
All right. Well, I had so much fun.
Yes.
Thank you for and thank Ryan too in the comments. God, we should have just brought him on too. We would have all learned something. But yeah, definitely my eyes are a little bit more open.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. All right, girl. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. So yeah. I'm
Thank you so much.
You up now, and you can head on to bed. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but it's 10 o'clock, and I am, you know, we got 11-month-old that does not sleep, so I'm tired. But awesome. Well, thanks so much, girl.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. That was fun. I learned so much, and maybe I am a tiny bit less scared of spiders now. Am I going to own one? No. Am I a little bit more knowledgeable? Yes. And you know what? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, and there is so much knowledge on this channel, guys. So again, I know I said it at the beginning, but seriously, like, this is your way to learn. If you want to learn something about spiders, if you want to learn something about tarantulas, snakes, ball pythons, monitors, guys, I'm just saying, we got it. We got what you want to see. So do that. And you know what? If there's something that you want to see that is not here already, tell us. You know, I mean, you guys, my handle is down there. Well, not my handle, but like you can, you know, quit Instagram search Coastal Morelia. Guys, hit me up if there's something that you want to see. Because like I said, I am not just doing snakes. Here we did tarantulas. So something you want to see, please make sure you let us know. Reach out with questions. And y'all have a good Sunday and have a great start of your week. This is technically the start. This is not the end for those of y'all who say it's the end. It is the start. So have a good one, guys. And I will see y'all again. I actually will see y'all next week. I do believe, because Krista and I are going to have a good old fashioned girls yap session. So that will be fun. Definitely tune in, because I had a freak accident happen with the snakes, and we're going to talk about it. And I haven't really talked about it online, and it's going to be bittersweet, but we're going to do it. So, all right, y'all, have a good evening. Y'all are awesome. Stay being awesome.